The days of domination are over. The Cats are having to fight for everything right now.
It never pays to write off the Cats.
Just the barrage of pressure and strength for the Cats.
Having fallen to Collingwood, the Cats took out their anger on the shell-shocked Bulldogs with a 10-goal second term.
Steve Johnson, what a truly is domain there.
The doomsayers had to eat their words, and the coach did a little crowing.
That's a big call in 3 minutes into a match, to be honest. Like, no one should be calling that sort of stuff.
The Blues have beaten Geelong for pace in both of the last 2 times they've met.
That's it. What a wonderful victory by the Blues. They've taken it to the reigning premier, then beaten them at their own game.
And tonight, Carlton will try to race the reigning premiers off their legs.
To finish, you betcha.
The Blues are coming, but the Cats have their own message. They're back.
Looking good. What a goal. Unbelievable. The roar.
So out come the Blues on Friday Night Football. Saw them last week and they were very good, Lee Matthews.
Oh, they were fantastic. Yes, the 89-point victory over Richmond. They were magnificent.
Still good kick. Gave Podsiadly every chance. It was a lovely soft kick, I reckon, coming in.
It was a good effort by Podsiadly. He knew that Bowers was out of position and just held his body back, then decided to come into the fall of the footy, and Bowers was in no man's. He was either going to take a straightforward chest mark, Podsiadly, or he tried to impede him. Gave away the free.
He's been good at Etihad in his 2 games, Pods. He's kicked 8 in his 2. We know how successful he's been down at Catland this year with all those 5-goal hauls. So a good start here. No. One he should have got.
Podsiadly, I was going to say Podsiadly just has the physical superiority over Bauer at the moment, and given an opportunity in a one-on-one contest, you'd back him more times than not.
Judd takes an early rest, as we saw. Here's Murphy in the back pocket. Drives a high ball towards the wing. Hawkins from behind. Jacobs in front. Falls to Bartell. Joel Corey is centering kick. Nicely done.
Started the game in some really imposing fashion here, James Podsiadly. He looks like his confidence is up. He's drawing the ball. He's actually a bit of a barometer for the Cats. Kicked 38 goals in the 11 wins that he's played, and only 3 in the 5 losses. So really important that he's up and about for the Cats. Looks like a really strong, positive physical matchup at the moment for Geelong.
Well, early in the year, you thought that improved because Podsiadly had come into the team. And he's playing a hand early tonight.
They've had plenty of the ball, the Cats, but Ratton may have to have a rethink too. Robinson on Enright really isn't working at the moment. Robinson hasn't had a touch yet. He's trailing Enright to the ball. He looks reactive. Enright is pretty much doing as he pleases across half-back, so that hasn't worked in the early stage of this game.
Podsiadly, 42 goals for this season now, including 5 hauls of 5, but the last was back in round 12. He started brilliantly tonight. Greg kicks it down towards half-forward. High-bouncing ball. Jacobs lays it off. Hadley lost it. Hunt tries to paddle it through the pack. Johnson upended. Comes towards Chapman. Chapman did nicely. Fed it back to Scarlett, to Enright. 6 possessions now for Enright. Gives it across towards Joel Corey. Corey kicks towards half-forward. Beautiful kick. Up on the lead, Mooney. Podsiadly wants it long. He goes short instead. Always perverse as Mooney towards the goal square. Barco gets away, kicks a goal. Shrugged the tackle, and the rest, as they say, was hysterical.
Yes, we know Andrew Walker's come back into the Carlton side tonight, but I think that's the kind of missed tackles that really pushes you in everyone's bad books. Really, he had Barco cold here. He had hold of him. He just was the broken tackle.
Just goes to show the physical development in Travis Varco this year in particular, the ability to stand up in the tackle. I'll tell you what, this game has been played at an absolute breakneck speed. We've only had the 1 stoppage in the, obviously apart from the centre bounces, in the 12 and a half minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how the players run out this quarter and obviously as the game goes on later on.
This is a scary scoreline, 3-1. That's what happened last week with the Bulldogs and Geelong.
I think we pressed last week with Waite and Henderson playing deep forward, but different quality of defender tonight with Taylor and Scarlett to contend with. Barrazzo and hasn't touched the ball yet. Ablett, so a little bit of tension already there.
Judd hooks it down to Waite. Certainly the most dangerous forward so far of the tall variety. Goes down towards the pocket, and the other man, the partner in crime, Henderson, has started well as well. Unsighted so far, Betts and Garlett. Just making the point at the other end with Cam Mooney saying kicking's a funny thing. He put it on a 10-cent piece. It was a marvellous kick coming into Hawkins. Yet if you said to Cam, would you mind kicking a goal? Well, not sure. We'd need one of those tarpaulins at Amy Stadium when Port are playing, perhaps. So Henderson, sharp angle. As I mentioned, good last week. And that says something about his rise in confidence.
Couple of centre clearances for Judd, and they've taken their chances so far, Carlton, and they keep in touch. Waite looks good. Henderson's been okay. Need a big return, you think, from their small forwards, but it's the tall guys that are keeping them in. Carazzo and Ablett. Tim.
Just looking at the tackles, there's only been 13 tackles in this first quarter so far. 12 of those to Geelong and just 1 to Carlton. So it's been non-stop action, but Carlton really haven't been able to stem the flow. They haven't been able to retard the Cats in any way.
So Jacobs, free kick to Jacobs.
Sam Jacobs' kick, you've got to pull over his jumper.
Yeah, Blake got a handful there. So plenty of pressure on Blake, you'd think, tonight. Jacobs long and hard and high. Wait! Big fly. Was always going to do that. Henderson held up. Ball comes out. Taylor Hunt, I think it is.
Fine. No prior opportunity, held him.
No.
It's quite amazing, isn't it? There were only a couple of goals behind, as Tim just pointed out. That Carlton about 3 tackles, but remember 15 a quarter's average, 20's good, so 3's unbelievably minimal.
Blake front spot. Jacobs.
Chris Judd.
So Judd's got the free kick.
Arms around him, holding him from getting the footy.
It's made life a bit tougher for the tagger, hasn't it? The umpire's really trying to look, and we'll have a good look at what we're seeing. As soon as you get your arms around in that, almost that armchair, one arm at either side. I guess it's the Cameron Ling free kick. It's his technique that they said, no, you can't do that.
Hasn't had many set shots this year, Judd. 2 goals, 1 from set shots. Gets his first tonight. And Carlton, a couple in a row, they close the gap.
32 plays 26. And that man's still possessionless. Wouldn't have thought that.
And a turnover is in negative territory.
Negative territory.
Oh. That's in the dream team you're talking about.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Jacobs gave it to Garlett, comes out wide to Murphy. So suddenly they're on the move again inside the forward 50. Waite did well, found it on the ground, snapped. Talking about being an elite player. He's the full package when he concentrates. And for the last couple of weeks, he's certainly been doing that. Wonderful goal to tie the scores.
It's also with Jared Waite, it's quite easy to forget that he's coming back off a knee injury. So he's had the time now to start the year. He spent a bit of time in the VFL, but the way he's launching at the ball, what's really impressive about this, to get the centre clear here from Carazzo, but the way he's moved once the ball's hit the deck is his agility strong. He's looks strong in the contest there against Harry Taylor, but to bounce and get straight up back onto the job and then snap around his cold is a huge effort.
Great bit of plays, and I mean, he almost grabbed the ball, he almost clunked the mark, and then the second effort, Waite and Henderson, they are looking a really promising forward duo. I mean, they complement each other. Waite's got the agility, and Henderson's probably just got more of the strength.
Yep. Well, this has been a stunning reply. Ablett does get his hands on it, and Judd gets his hands on Ablett. Ablett pushes forward. Armfield chases. Varco chases him. Armfield has to retreat fast. Did pretty well under great pressure. Walker had it ripped off him. Corey's been good. Back it comes back.
Comes across to Scarlett, confronted. Gets a hand pass over the shoulder. Chapman. Now Taylor. But I'd venture to say the moment of danger is past. Burns down to 15. Maybe a chance for the Cats now. On the outer side wing, Chapman oblivious to the clock. Relayed free kick. Ablett's got the football. We're down to 6 seconds. Clock continues to run. Ablett sends it long. They need a mark, but you can't mark that one. Wait for the siren. Ablett. Not many possessions in the term, and that kick really speaks to his quarter. No, it was a terrible kick. 5-3, 5-2, quarter time. Let's go down to Tim Watson.
Well, Rich, you fought back well in that quarter.
Yeah, we couldn't get a glove on them early. I think contested ball, they were nearly double. Possessions were nearly double. I think it was 10 tackles to 1 in the first probably about 12 minutes of the game. Then we sort of got the game on our terms a little bit, but it's going to be an arm wrestle.
You really started to put some pressure on their back line as well.
Yeah, I thought we released the ball from stoppages a bit more and tried to not finesse with the footy, which really helped us, I think, get the ball in there and make it a one-on-one.
Thanks for your time.
Good on you.
That's interesting, Dr. Chris Bradshaw with Paul Chapman and some concern about that shoulder area. What a great first quarter. Friday night footy at Etihad. 1 point game, Geelong lead Carlton.